This episode is brought to you by Perfect Bistro Cat Food. Hey guys, today I'm interviewing my cat about his Perfect Bistro food. Percy, you seem to be a big Perfect Bistro fan. Care to comment? Totally. What do you like about it? You love the high-quality ingredients? And the delicious flavors, of course. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. Listen to Percy, guys. Visit perfectbistro.com to try it for your cat.
Morning decisions. How about a creamy mocha frappuccino drink? Or sweet vanilla? Smooth caramel, maybe? Or a white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Find Starbucks Frappuccino drinks wherever you buy your groceries.
It's Deprogrammed, the podcast where we try to get you into a band. That's right, we've done all the work for you. All you have to do is press play and listen. My name is Justin, and you can call me Band Curious because I am indeed curious about bands. What that really means is I like to get people together, we will talk about an artist, we will pour some love on said artist, and then we will take a 20-song list, mash it together, and create a top 10 circuit list in order to get you into said artist. So today, please forgive me, but I'm starting with my wife.
Hey yo,
Kristin, we're talking about David Gray today, and it is kind of funny that at this point we've been married for 20 years, and this is like a fave of ours. You know, especially White Ladder. It is hilarious that it took this long for you to go. We should do a David Gray episode.
I'm not really sure. Was it my idea to do? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, well, I don't know.
More on that in a second.
We were probably on a road trip, and a song that was just named popped up, and I was like, I don't know, probably brought a tear to my eye or just made me nostalgic. And I was like, have we not done David Gray on your show? And you're like, nope. I do remember that, but I didn't know that led to doing.
So talk to me about David Gray, because I mean the common thread of us is White Ladder, but like what makes you take that leap of going, we should do an episode on him?
I think it was just I had heard it was probably again in like Spotify randomly playing me songs. I had heard like some newer songs, and I was like, I've never really gone and listened to all of David Gray's music, and I know White Ladder really, really well, but I've never gone back as a fan and really listened to his consecutive albums or the ones prior to White Ladder. I think there's one or two that he released prior to White Ladder. So I'm like, I'm a fan of this one album, and how can you say you're a fan of an artist and only know one album? But I find that to be a thing for me in general. Because I'm a pop music, I'm a sucker for something that was on the radio, and I'll go and listen to that album by that artist, and then I won't take it any further than that because my brain has moved on to whatever is the next thing. Unfortunately, but there's other artists out there that will continuously put out stuff that'll make it big, I guess, so to speak, and that keeps me coming back for more and keeps me. But some artists don't have that happen to them. They might have a couple of semi hits from like a sophomore album, but like they don't have 10 plus 20 plus years of putting out music and knowing about it, so you have to go out and seek them out. And David Gray is one of those people, so it would seem. So I just felt like he deserved that from me as a person who's very familiar with some of his music, but obviously I wasn't.
Well, yeah, and more on that on the next layer. But this whole
more on that. Keep you coming back. Don't tune out.
This whole episode is a lot of that, because I put the panel together, and Jennie, your immediate thing was like, I don't remember signing up for this.
Well, to be fair, I don't remember a lot of things.
So talk to me about David Gray, because like obviously, and again we'll get more on this in the next layer of the conversation. But like you had 2 albums more to add to the conversation at the ready, so you were obviously pretty familiar with at least those first 3.
Yeah. So probably like most people in America, at least, I heard his radio songs and I just absolutely fell in love with it. It came to me at a time that, I was kind of more into electronic music. And if you had asked me at the time, do you like folk or do you like country? I would have said, fuck no. And then David Gray comes on and I never would have even thought, probably until doing this list, that that's what he is. But with that electronic influence. And that's why, I gravitated toward it. And so, I listened to White Ladder and loved it. And I just, this was back in the day. Okay. Don't judge me. LimeWire. I went and got like all of the albums, or I may have actually gotten them from the library too, because the library has just about everything you could possibly want. And just dove in and listened to everything. And I absolutely love David Gray. I mean, there was a point in time 20 years ago or whatever it was, I probably would have listed him amongst like my top 20 artists of all time. And then I don't know what happened. I just kind of fell off after, like, I was looking at the albums and I think it was somewhere after Life in Slow Motion, or the one right after that. I can't remember the name of it, but somewhere around there.
That's why we're doing this.
Exactly. Which ironically we didn't include those. But, I just kind of fell off and I don't even know why. I really have no idea why, because I absolutely loved his music. And so when we talked about doing this panel, and I kind of dove back in, I don't think I've listened to any of his songs in probably a couple years on purpose anyway. Like it may have come up or whatever, but it was like meeting an old friend that you hadn't seen in 20 years and like, holy shit, it's so good to see you. Like it was just like warm and comforting. And that's what kind of draws me into his music, is that he just has this, like, I don't know, like it's kind of romantic. It's kind of nostalgic. It's all of that stuff. Like it's always felt nostalgic, even from the beginning. For sure, So it's, I mean, really looking back at it, it's kind of a wonder that I fell in love with his music so hard back then, because like it was not my thing. But it may have actually been one of the first times that I listened to anything that was kind of folk influenced, that far back. Because I mean, I was, listening to punk and grunge and dance and all this other stuff in the 90s. So
it is interesting to see like this kind of, like, it doesn't seem like an artist that would have found me, kind of similarly, like, you leaned more towards, we'll call it Britpop, because that's what pop, that's what, society has deemed what it, leaned more towards that. Whereas I leaned more towards your local H's, and, I leaned further into the grunge type stuff, although I wouldn't call it, but anyway, I'm trying to simplify.
In the weeds.
In the weeds. This should have never found me, but randomly, I'm a Letterman guy. I don't know, if anybody knows this about me. Randomly watching Letterman one night, and I looked it up, and apparently this was in like 2001. So he shouldn't have been playing Please Forgive Me. Like, he was on to his next record, I'm pretty sure, by then. But he was playing Please Forgive Me. And it's a trio. It's David Gray on piano, and it's some guitarist and some older gentleman playing the drums, and he's like all hunched over. But like, it's just a tight drummer. Like, he's just not doing anything crazy. And I'm just like, my jaw just dropped. I'm like, what is this? And like, again, at the time, I shouldn't have been into that. I wasn't into that. Like, there's no reason that that should have made me stop, but it did. And our friend Dr. Timmy bought me White Ladder that Christmas, and he's like, "Here, man," because I'd been talking about it, and I listened to White Ladder, and I'm like, "Holy shit, this rules! I love this." And again, what?
Yeah,
we're talking like
Smashing Pumpkins.
Well, no,
like
even worse. Like
hard...
at that point in time, that's metal, Justin. That is the douchebag early 2000s. Like, I'm going to
Justin.
Ozfest. Yes, like that guy. somehow
Yeah.
lets David Gray in. So I don't know if this just speaks to his ability to like just cross lines, like just on that very surface level, but it did. It worked. It got me on board.
Yeah.
And so we do need to talk about like selection, because this is the first time I think for you, Hun, that you've had to do one where we couldn't just cover the entire discography. I think most of the time, most of the artists you've done, because they
haven't had that many albums.
Right.
They've only had like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I mean,
so you
not necessarily, not all of them, because like Tori Amos, I mean, like some
yeah,
of them
we did
had
have to, but like you were kind of hesitant when I brought the playlist to you of what Jenny and I had decided that we should cover. So I know you had kind of grown.
Well, I had a reason for that.
Right. Well, that's what I'm getting at.
And I feel that way with all the artists you do. And I think I made this point or argument. I kind of got a little bit, I wouldn't say heated, but I definitely came at Justin a little bit. I was like, what is the purpose of doing Deprogrammed to get somebody into an artist if you're only going to go and talk about their old stuff and none of their new stuff? Or, you know, like, how about we just have like one old album and the newest album? And then, I don't know, there has to be something. Because I was like, you're not going to talk me into going and checking out a band if we're only referring to this small portion of their discography. So I kind of came after you a little bit about your whole concept, Deprogrammed, you know, your whole show in general over this, because we basically were covering like the first 5 albums, right?
Well, I think it's the first
and then
4,
and then the newest one. Yeah.
Although now he has another newest.
Yeah. Right.
He just came out with a new one like a couple weeks ago.
So, and you're just like, you know, trust me, this is
this
is part of the process, and this is just a thing. And he's an artist with a lot of like a huge discography, so this is just kind of how it has to happen. And I was like, okay, and I kind of like I got over it, and I was like, it's fine, because I wouldn't be able to pick out you know, be able to narrow it down to 20 songs anyway, is hard enough as it is.
Right.
So I kind of just like, but I had an instantaneous, and I do this, I get very like instantaneously passionate about something and go into like a whole like
well, I think initially it was because like you had, again, kind of
I had listened to more recent
Skellig,
albums. Yeah, Skellig being one of them. Which now listening back from what we just went over in that album, they're so vastly different, and Skellig is so just like chill and quiet, and which
to Jenny's point, it's more towards the folk end of what it was.
And I think, and we were talking about, they're not now. David Gray is probably very close to what I probably was. I was a big Jewel fan. At the time, I was listening to, I don't even know, like Tori Amos, Jewel. Like when we first. I listen to folk, mostly female artists, but I'm super into like guitar. I play the acoustic guitar and kind of softer stuff. So he's right in my wheelhouse. Mm-hmm. But I think with the thing with like folk music in general is it will speak to you and your soul. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't matter who you are or what kind of genre of music you like. A good folk artist is going to speak to you because they're singing about something that's meaningful, that's touching, you know, and it touches anybody. So for me, like David Gray does that. It doesn't matter what you're into. You could be like only into like rap or only into country, and you're gonna hear a David Gray song, hopefully one of the ones that we talk about, and probably like it because it's gonna speak to you as a human.
So you already kind of alluded to like you knew you were going to have trouble picking 20 anyway. Right. So what was your process on this one? I mean, normally you're just kind of like pick as you go. Well, you know.
I just listened. I start with this is what I usually do. I start with what I'm most familiar with to kind of, I don't know, get me in the mood, I guess.
That was the other thing is you were, when we started actually, you know, putting this one together, you were like, I'm not in the David Gray mood. And I was like, well, just listen to a couple.
Yeah. So that's what I did, and I was like, oh, I forgot how much I love this album, because obviously it started with White Ladder, and almost put every single song from the album on my list. Yeah,
this is definitely one of those artists.
I mean, you know, so from that album, and then the rest of it was was easy because once you're listening and you're kind of, grooving. And I think I did it while I was sewing, just put my earbuds in and listened while I was sewing. I mean, some of it I kind of zoned out because that's why I sew. right. To zone out and not have to think about anything. So, but David Gray assisted me in that.
I mean, I
a
was
good
out
thing.
gardening yesterday, listening to like
Right.
the entire discography, and it's like, it's raining, I'm gardening. This feels very
Great.
English.
Yeah. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
And I'm
very
over
right.
here being I'm like sewing.
We're just doing our old lady
I'm
shit.
quilting. I'm quilting. Jenny's gardening. We listened to David Gray while doing this.
Great
Yeah.
day too.
David, it was a gray day.
So Jenny's well aware of the
Yeah.
the constraints, and that's why like I go to you. I'm like, I only know White Ladder, and you were immediately, well, like I know these two before, we should include those, and then we kind of discussed it. What makes you land on the one post, and then we used Dear Life again? At the time, Dear Life was the newest one.
Right. I don't know. Like, I like seeing where they started and then like hearing the kind of evolution of the artist. I think we did something similar for Pearl Jam. We've done it for other bands where you kind of get where they started, how they changed, and then where they are now. Looking back, maybe we could have included one other newer one just to give it kind of like more of a bookend kind of a thing. And I will say, if you ever find yourself in this position again, like if you want to like nominate stuff in between, because we've done that before too, where it's like, yeah, we skipped all these like in between, but I've got
I kept trying to tell her.
10
He
songs.
was trying to tell me, and I was like, it's fine.
Because I mean, I had one that it was not on an album that we talked about, and I was like, but this is a really good song. Like, let's just consider this one. It helps to like give us a direction, so it's not like just the wilderness of every song. So it, like I said, I kind of wish that I had been a little bit more up to date before we started doing this, because it's always hard when it's an artist that I've loved for years, and then all of a sudden now I'm like listening to the newest stuff just to get acquainted for Deprogrammed, because it's like I have so much nostalgia for the stuff that I'm familiar with, and then I find myself like trying to force myself to like the newer stuff more than I perhaps do. And it really, Dear Life, it really took me a minute for it to grow on me. And it finally did. It finally did. But it was just because I did skip a couple. I skipped Skellig, and I skipped, I think, the one before that. So there's a couple in between that I missed out on. And judging by the sound of it, if it's more quiet and, serene, I would probably like that, because I kind of like that from him. So
So when you're doing your 20 for this, like, again, I feel like the last handful of episodes you've been on, you like kind of gone straight to the point. Is that the case here with David Gray?
This one was more difficult than some of the other ones that I've done recently, because the other ones, there was a lot more discovery involved with it, where, like Pulp, I knew some of the bigger albums, and then everything else was just like, I'm kind of catching up on. This was one where I really had a strong anchor towards those early albums.
Right.
And some of them, it was just a matter of getting reacquainted, and then it was tough. It was tough because, like, I mean, you said you could add every song from White Ladder. Absolutely.
Yeah.
There was a minute there I was like, I could, though. I really could.
Yeah. I mean, it would take up half your list, but like, it's also worthy of that.
Right. But I did restrain myself, and I said, okay, like, let me try to balance out the different sounds. And, I've mentioned this before on many other episodes. I have the fuck yes approach. If I listen to it and I say, fuck yes, this has to be on there, it's on right away. And I had probably like 14 that were like, fuck yes, this has to be on there.
I mean, you're more than halfway at least.
Yeah, exactly. And then but that's where the hardest part is like trying to find those last few to fill in, and like, okay, do I have this, and try to get some album representation in there. So I don't know, we'll see if we end up fighting over this at the end.
Well, to really hammer the point home, White Ladder is where you should start. If you're listening to our voices right now and have never listened to David Gray, just listen to White Ladder. It's 10 songs. It really truly is one of those records, or he is one of those artists where I can give you that record. It's a great place to start. But like you said, I restrained myself. I feel like there's two that feel like they have to be, and then we'll get into which ones those are. But I feel like the other 8 are kind of open. Like could easily be a whiffer because people are overthinking, or could be you just kind of made room for other stuff. I really connected with, I forget the name of it right now, but like the record that immediately followed White Ladder. I thought that he added like an almost a Radiohead kind of like what you were talking about with the electronic. Like it felt like he was infusing like a more modern electronic to it, and I was like, ooh, it just hit my ear right. But I had that same issue of getting those last few spots. Like those last cuts were just harsh,
right?
Because they felt like songs that belong,
right?
And you're going, no.
Well, that's why I have to say yes rather than remove things. I have to kind of work towards the positive angle, because if I say start with 14 and then, okay, what goes in here? Not what am I removing? Because then it feels like I don't like this.
Yeah.
And I had to change my mindset of like how I approached building the list, and it made it, let me tell you, it makes it so much easier.
Well, anything to make it easier. All right. Well, hun, we're at that point of the list where everything we've said so far, he feels like an agreeable artist. We all kind of have the same feelings on White Ladder. When it comes to gameplay, though, based on everything we've said, how many do you think we're going to get through unanimously for the final say?
I'm going to say 6.
Okay. I like that.
All right.
That seems a very doable number.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jenny?
I was thinking 5.
Okay.
I'm feeling pretty optimistic this time.
All right. Well, dang. The middle of the board is off the table. So, well, that's
he just wants to lose so he doesn't have to make a choice.
I mean, I've made no secret of that over the years.
It's a smart play.
Go like 10.
Well, I mean, I guess if I did 10, then I don't have to make a choice, right? Like if we hit it, I don't have to make a choice.
Oh, that's true. You're right about
I
that.
feel like you should just rule out 10. You can't say 10.
Why would anybody say 10? Because the whole point is you want to pick the last song.
Right.
We had V once picked like 11 or 12. I was like, all right, well, we got 1 on that episode, by the way.
Really
1 through unanimous.
Wow.
Yeah. It is. It's possible.
Well, I mean,
more on that.
I guess.
More
on that.
More on that later. Probably on the after the fact. So do I stay in line and take the 7, stay in line and take the 4, or be really bold and go, I'm going to go 8.
Wow.
Because if I'm going to have the stress of having to pick the last pick, then I want it to be because we did well. That's my view on that. That's why I go high. All right. We're going to take a quick pause, and on the other side, we are going to play the game, Jack. It's the program. It's Deprogrammed. The 3 of us have combed through a selection of David Gray's discography and plucked out 20 songs that we're now going to mash together in an attempt to create a top 10 starter kit list for you, in case you have never given David Gray the time of day. And look, there's going to be a lot of discussion of love because I am here with my wife of 20 years. And
I'm here alone.
And we share one of these albums together. And one
in California, fuck him.
Anyway, sorry,
I have to start with this song for multitude of reasons because it's our song. It is a song that I got introduced to this dude from, and feels like lightning running through my veins still to this day. Every time I look at you, like it's happening right now. So please forgive me. I'm starting with.
Of course I have it.
Yeah.
You kind of have to, right?
Yeah.
Like that's like a no duh Homer pick, but like I said, it is how I was introduced to this man, and it just on top of the obvious emotion of, what he's saying here. It's just a good song. When you think about what this song is, it's understated, but like that the fact that it reached a dude who is trying so hard to be metal as fuck. Enough so that when I met you 2 years later, it's like one of the first things I thought about is this song.
And this song is, this was released, well, you heard it in 2001, you said, right?
That's what I'm saying. It came out,
Yeah.
The record came out in 98,
Yeah.
I think.
I think it just took a while to get to America, maybe.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Right?
So, yeah.
They had to put it on a boat and ship it across.
Yeah.
Back in those days.
And also, like, it's not even like I heard it on the radio, which was very common then. And I saw him on David Letterman performing this song 3 years later. Anyway, it was just a right coincidence. So,
A right coincidence.
boom. Please Forgive Me is in. Where you want to go, hon?
Well, I'll stop at the stop. I start at the top, and Dear Life, I think, was the most recent out. Well, he's released more, but I'll throw out there After the Harvest from Dear Life.
Normally I have these all in a row, but I don't today.
I do not have that one. Sorry.
Oh, me neither, apparently. No. I don't know which ones I have from Dear Life because I don't have these separated correctly. I know
Sounds like you need a spreadsheet, Justin.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there they are. I see them. Okay, so was there something that stuck out about it to you, or?
Not that I remember off the top of my head.
Okay.
I think it was the opening song of the album.
It is, yeah.
And I just thought it was a good opening, and it set the tone for the album.
It was a good one, yeah.
He's very good at that, but he's also very good at keeping the tone.
It's true.
So, all right. Jenny?
I think there's a couple albums where I have like the first two or first three. Like he doesn't just have a first, a good first track.
Yeah.
He has the first like three tracks are just
The
like,
first
damn.
15 minutes is
Yeah.
vibe.
Right? So with that, I'm going to go to his earliest one on our list, which is What Are You from Flesh.
Very fucking good. That was like 21. Like that was one of the ones I put out there. Wait, I want to make sure because this is out of order here. Yeah. It's one of the ones where I was like, this feels like it should be on my list and I'm dropping it. I don't like this.
Oh.
Nope, I don't have that one.
Damn. I mean, like the raw energy that he sings.
Where are you? Like it's
Yeah, I mean, he's like
I think it was just
shouting.
too different for me or something from him.
I think that's what I liked about it is like to try to like round out like we've got all the soft stuff.
All the stuff that he does. Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
But also when you think about like this is, I mean, I don't know if Flesh is just the first record that we covered or if it is his first record. When you think about it this is the introduction to him. Like I easily could have made
It's his
space.
First one, hun, because from when I looked it up, I think it was from like 1992.
Right. Well, and that's what I'm saying is like if this is his entry into music, suddenly he's doing that right off the bat.
Yeah.
94. So I mean, think about the other shit that's coming out in 94
Right.
compared to that, know.
All right. Well, I'll stay away from the ones that feel like you kind of have to do for now. Let's see if we can find anybody on this one. Off of the next one we covered was A New Day at Midnight. And like I said, I kind of hopped on board with that. How about Caroline?
Yeah, I love
Yes.
that one.
Hey.
That was the last one I added. And as I was skimming through, I was like, no, wait, this one has to be there. This is amazing.
It feels like that, right? And, kind of to your point earlier, we'll talk about this as we go, but like, you hear the opening track and you're like, it's not going to get better than that. And then Caroline comes on. I'm like, oh, it is.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then, it just grows from there. Like he does that.
Yeah, and you guys were talking about this was the one that was released after White Ladder, right?
Right.
This one.
Mm-hmm,
And I picked a shitload. Not to, but yeah, most of my songs aside from White Ladder came from this album.
All right. 2 down, 8 to go. Where you want to go, hon?
Well, we can just, since we already talked about it, Dead in the Water.
Mm.
Yes.
All right, we'll take it to there. I wanted it, but I think I just leaned towards Caroline more, and like I was trying to break up the 1, 2, 3, 4 type situation.
Now, I've put 2 opening songs.
I know.
already, and you haven't.
I know.
Gone for either of them. What is this? I don't know. I don't know my husband anymore.
I
am an opening track guy, but
I'm shocked. I may have, spoiler alert, may have picked every single opening track other than After the Harvest.
right.
I was gonna say I might have. I'm not sure.
Well, all right. It gets a 2 though. It's around for the conversation. Depending on how it goes, it might be a shoo-in. So, all right, Jenny.
Well, since we're talking about track ones, and we'll see if this one hits. Faster Sooner Now from Sell, Sell, Sell.
Hi, Ryan Reynolds here for Mint Mobile. Are you looking for a beach read this summer? May I suggest your big wireless bill? It's got suspense, mystery, a slightly flat emotional arc, and a shocking twist where you realize you've been overpaying the entire time. Fortunately, though, Mint's story is better. Every plan, $15 a month. Even unlimited. That's it. Happy ending. 0 tears. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
Yeah, I got it.
I don't have that.
Hey.
Interesting.
I'll take 2.
Yeah. You can take 2, 2,
Guess I don't
2.
have all the first
Yeah. Only one way to find out, right?
Yep.
A lot of that today. Only one way to find out. All right. So we're all right here. We got 2 through and a couple combos. Oh, I should note that Please Forgive Me was actually one of the answers. I didn't get a ton of answers for this guy. Kind of surprisingly. I would have thought.
Do you feel like he suffered from a little bit of like that song being overplayed in the early 2000s? Like where people just kind of brushed it aside and stopped
Normally
listening to
when
him?
that's the case, I usually get somebody who says none. Because that's really
how
clever.
can you hate him though? Like
I know, right?
I mean, it can be overplayed, and you're just like, okay, I'm tired of
I'm
that
done,
song.
done with that. But yeah, I don't know. I think that and another one that I'm sure will come up will definitely come up in conversation, which is the one that we actually still hear. As a matter of fact, we'll go there just because it's coming up in conversation. I might as well. Babylon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. I feel like that one between the two is probably the one that somebody could answer. I'm kind of fatigued of this guy, but I can't fatigue of this song. It's impossible.
No.
I've heard it probably more than these people who would say such a thing, and I never once ever.
Yeah.
Right.
It's I considered dropping it off just because of that, and then we were listening to it like you were doing, kind of like a first pass thing. You were just listening to songs. We weren't trading notes, obviously. But
There's no cheating here.
there was no cheating. But and I'm listening to it and I'm like, why? Why would I
play
deny
the game too hard with that
Right.
song?
Why would I deny anybody who hasn't heard him of listening to Babylon? I wish I
Yeah.
could hear Babylon again for the first time.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, I like it more now as a fully grown adult.
I've heard
Yeah.
so many like versions of it, and it's great. Every version, acoustic, like covers of it. It's great every way you listen to it. So
Mm-hmm. All right, so we'll take another one there. That's 3 down. Hun, where you want to go?
My oh my.
Yeah, I got it.
No, I don't have that one. Sorry.
That's going to be a thing, I think, with a lot of these.
Yeah.
I predict that
Ladders.
every White Ladder song will get named.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not all of them will get through. Not all of them should, because, just listen to the album. But
Right.
All right, gets a 2. It's going to get the hang around. And Jenny.
okay, I'm gonna go with Plus and Minus from Dear Life. That's the
very good.
duet that he did.
No, I don't have that one.
No, me neither.
Oh, dang.
I think that's where we're going to have the trouble, like finding each other. Is later stuff because it's different.
I just really liked on that one that he had the duet, and their voices just meshed perfectly together for me.
I want to be perfectly clear here. I had a lot from Dear Life on my first pass, but I think what happened with Dear Life is a bit of nostalgia and a bit of I just fell in love with, what did we say it was called? New Day at Midnight, the one that the follow up, and I was just like, I feel like I can get somebody to Dear Life with his other stuff. So I ended up not bringing. I do have some stuff from Dear Life, but
well, fingers crossed.
Yeah, maybe. Well, let me try out one that we actually got an answer for. Like I said, we didn't get a ton, and it was. You mentioned "fuck yes" songs. Like it's one of the few "fuck yes" songs I came across on my first pass. How about "Be Mine"?
Oh no, I don't have that one.
Yeah, I've got that one.
Hey,
Okay, good.
Hey, like I said, it's one of the few.
Like, I'm pretty sure. Let me scroll down.
Yeah.
All right, we take a 2 there. Huh?
I think New Day at Midnight was the one that suffered the most from my nostalgia bias, like trying to steer away from it.
Yeah.
And for some reason, that one suffered more than White Ladder. So,
well, to be fair, White Ladder is a little bit more undeniable.
right.
Like, I feel like...
I think that's the thing.
And I mean, that's not to say that New Day at Midnight isn't great. It is, but it also doesn't have the gravitas. It doesn't have... There's just something... I already said it. I don't know why I'm searching for the word. It's undeniable. White Ladder is just undeniable. So, from Jump Street. Whereas New Day at Midnight, I think this is the core of what I'm getting at, has room for growth. All right. Be Mine grabs a 2. I wish y'all could have seen that. I mean, it was agreeance. It's just, it's not very audible. So.
Oh.
Sorry, we're not audible
I got to get
enough.
that shirt.
My bad. We'll stick with Dear Life, and I've got Leave Taking.
Yes.
Oh, okay. No. I'm interested where we're going to find each other on
There's a lot of twos
those.
going on here
I know.
already. It's going to be a lot of that.
Aren't you glad we didn't take the entire discography? Like, think about how much would be going into the bin right now.
It's true. It's
Yeah.
really true.
That is very true.
It's almost like I know what I'm doing.
I think that was one of my favorite
That's
ones
why
off
I
that
dropped
album.
it. Okay, I let my opinion be known and then dropped it.
Yeah. All right. Jenny?
Let's see. Let me let my opinion be known about something here. Let's see. Where am I going to go? Oh, you know what? Here's one that for some reason it didn't really catch my attention at first, but like I found myself singing it over and over and just had it stuck in my head, which is not necessarily always a good thing. Like I've had Letters to Cleo stuck in my head 3 times this week and I want to shoot myself in the head. But this one was more of a positive thing. Late Night Radio from Cell.
Oh, yes, I do. Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
I forgot. Like, it was initial cut, and then I was listening to it, and I was like, no.
It's kind of a slow burn for some reason.
Yeah.
I listened to it, and I was like, I don't know. Like, I really hate to say this, but it almost comes across as a little bit corny at first. And then I was like, just walking around my house, doing laundry, whatever, and I'm like, oh, I gotta add that one. I gotta add that one.
Well, and again, we're looking at it here. It's the second track.
Yeah.
It's continuation.
I actually have a lot of second tracks.
Well, and again, this is what he does. Like, he sets the tone great, and then he keeps the tone even better.
Just keeps that momentum going.
Trust me, I know this. That's really hard to do. I didn't expect it. That's funny that this is a unanimous.
I didn't expect that one either.
I technically did drop it. It was off, and then I was re-listening to that record, and I was like, do I not have this? It's got the word radio in it. Usually that's a go for me. So I was just like, okay, I'll find something else to drop. All right, boom. Oh, let me scoot that up, and then we will switch this around, and I will tell you guys exactly where I'm going next, which is maybe I'll do one of my Dear Life just to see. Yeah, you know what? I will. How about Eyes Made Rain?
No.
Nope.
Oh, like Binner. Okay.
Sorry.
I think that's just unfortunately what Dear Life is going to be, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's sad. It's a really good record. It's just seems like we're going to have a hard time finding each
Yeah.
other with it. All right, hun.
Well, I've got one more from Dear Life on my list, and that's That Day Must Surely Come.
No.
Damn it. No.
No.
Oh.
All right. Jenny?
Well, why don't we just keep knocking out songs off of that album and
Right?
see if we hit anything else? I have Acceptance. It's all right.
No. All right.
You know, we have one in from that album. I'll be happy if we
yeah,
get
if
one.
We can find any, yeah, we got the Leave Taking is a 2. So at this point, we can take that if there's room for it. We'll come back to that. We're at 4 just for the record. All right. My biggest thing is figuring out which records are which here. How about I'll do another New Day at Midnight. How about Freedom?
Oh, man. I almost added that one, and I did not.
Nope.
Oh, another Binner.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Perhaps I overthought. All right. Where you want to go?
I got The Light on there from what's that first?
Oh, Flesh.
Flesh, yeah.
The Light? No.
I do not have it.
All right. We're going to have to get it together here. Jen?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The pressure's on. How about Forever is Tomorrow is Today from Cell Cell Cell?
I got that one.
Hey.
I do not, but at least it doesn't go into the bin, eh? Another 2.
Alrighty.
I think we might be at an NTP. If not, we're close. With a good amount of...
I think so.
Yeah, we just cleared it. Just cleared it. Worst case scenario, everything
We
goes
haven't
in.
even named all the White Ladder songs yet.
I know, right?
We're pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, we skip it. I feel like we're doing that on purpose.
For sure.
The other one's out of the way.
For sure. I feel like I've been hovering around the 2 records I preferred. This is a very Justin song, so it's very possible that you guys don't have it, but let's find out. How about it? What am I doing wrong?
I've got that one.
Hey,
Well, what I did wrong was not add that one to my list.
Sometimes I just wanted to add them just based off the name of the song, but it
Well,
don't work that way.
when it delivers though,
No, I'm just kidding. I don't add songs because of that, but
I have.
some of the names of the songs were so good, and I was like, I want to put this song on my list.
Yes.
And then I was like, eh.
That was what happened with that song for me. I was like, I like the name of it so much. I'm trying, but it just didn't hit as well as some of the other ones for me.
It's all right. We take the 2 and we move on.
All right, well, I've got Cell 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 from Cell Cell Cell.
Yes.
I don't. Another 2.
You're messing it up over here, babe.
Well,
Jenny and I are on board with that.
as mentioned, the last song, What Am I Doing Wrong?
Yeah, not choosing the same song.
See, that's the answer. That's the answer. All right, Jenny?
I am running out of picks here. I'm
Oh,
getting
wow.
kind of low-ish. How about This Year's Love from White Ladder?
Yeah.
I didn't put that one on.
I get it, but also don't.
That one, like I
No,
mentioned,
I don't know what I did.
I mentioned the romantic aspect of his songs. That is like one of the most romantic songs I've ever heard my entire life. It kills me every time I hear it.
Eh,
I think what I had to do with White Ladder is take songs that were sort of similar and like pick the one.
right,
the
pick
two
one or the
that
other.
Yeah, so that's kind of like.
Well,
what
look,
I
I'm not.
did.
I had a feeling there's probably one other where it's going to be that.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
White
we
Ladder
haven't-
we mentioned.
Well, there's another.
Right.
You're
There's
before
another.
me, though, so.
Well, I'm not going to do it. Just for that. I'm not.
Oh.
Well, then I will.
Okay. All right. I wish I would have wrote where these were, just so I'd have them. I'd like to do, let's do a Flesh song. How about Coming Down?
No, it definitely caught my attention though.
I'm straight up in the bin lately. All right. Actually, just for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Maybe we do finish this round, do one more.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do what we were just talking about and mention Sail Away.
I got it.
God damn it.
See? Told you. But that's just it. You took Sail Away instead of This Year's Love.
Right.
I took both.
God,
I love that one. That one's yes. I
No,
agree
it-
with you.
that
One's the romance. I mean, to me, it was like, oh God, which one do I pick?
well, that's the thing, and I went the other way.
Yeah.
Right? Mhm.
I mean, they're both it's all amazing. Like the whole album is great.
I
But
you
yeah,
know,
most people are gonna know "Sail Away."
possibly, yeah.
I mean,
Probably.
I think, right? Because that was
Was
it a single?
It was a radio hit.
It was a
Okay.
single.
Yeah.
I'm
I
pretty sure.
feel like it's weird because Babylon, I think, is the one that still lives, but I think Sail Away at the time got more play.
Yeah.
I may be incorrect on that, but that's how I remember it. So,
Okay.
all right. So Sail Away gets a 2. Boom, boom. Jenny?
All right, I am sure that this is going to go in the bin, but I don't care. I had to nominate this one for the list, as previously mentioned, because Lost Songs is fantastic if you like the more low-key, acoustic kind of vibe. But I had to pick one song from it, and that's Clean Pair of Eyes.
I got it.
Oh, okay.
Kristen's is a no.
I don't know because I didn't
It's
listen to the Lost Songs. So.
Well, I just nominated that one because I knew that we couldn't
Oh.
add the entire album, so I just kind of was like,
Oh.
hey, we can pick a couple extra, right? Let me
I
throw
don't
this
think
in.
I even listened to it.
Oh.
Yet. don't
I think that
recognize.
was maybe a single for him off of that, and
Oh.
that whole album is kind of almost like it's like demos, but they did clean them
make
up,
the-
and yeah.
Didn't make the cut of the album or whatever.
Right.
Gotcha.
And I think that's actually what the newest album is too. It was apparently when he did Life in Slow Motion, he did 40 songs or something like that, and only so many got through on the album. And then he's like, well, but there was a lot that was good. Let's put it out, you know. So what I've listened to it was really good. It might have caused some more heartache if we had added that one at the last minute.
Whether it's a movie night or just midday, Skinny Pop is a salty snack that keeps on giving. Made with just 3 simple ingredients for an irresistibly delicious taste and a large serving size that lasts. Deliciously popped, perfectly salted. Skinny Pop, popular for a reason. Shop Skinny Pop now.
This episode is brought to you by Adobe Firefly, the all-in-one creative studio with AI-powered image and video generation. Built for today's creative process, Firefly helps you generate, edit, and experiment fast. Because the asks aren't getting smaller, and the timelines? Woo, yeah, still tight. With all the best creative AI models in one place, Firefly brings your ideas to life. Learn more at adobe.com/firefly.
All right, so we're gonna call this our last round. I'll do another Flesh track here. How about Made Up My Mind?
Yeah.
Hey,
No.
okay. Take a 2 there. This conversation's gonna be something.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
There's a lot of twos going on
a
there.
lot of 2s going on. All right, hon.
We didn't mention We're Not Right, did we?
No,
Mm-mm. And I do not have it.
I don't either.
Going in the bin. That's fine.
But I'll point out that is one of the few answers that we got from the internet.
Interesting.
The internet said we're not right specifically. So, and we should also note at this point that somebody actually answered his newest record, which at the time of this recording is maybe a week old.
Right.
So that kind of tells you people who are into this guy really
Yeah.
are into this guy. So, all right, We're Not Right, unfortunately, goes into the bin. And Jenny.
How about Real Love from New Day at Midnight?
No.
I've got that one.
Hey.
Hey.
Boom, boom, a two, a two. We are getting to the brutal conversation of it, and I will run down what I got left here. Dun, dun, dun. New Day at Midnight, I believe. Yes. December?
No.
Nope.
Okay. Flesh, Falling Free. Wait, did I already do that one?
No,
Mm-mm.
I don't think so.
Okay.
And I do not have it.
I don't have it either.
And then how about same record, Mystery of Love?
No.
Nope.
All right.
I wasn't super into that album.
Noted.
Yeah. I don't know.
From Dear Life, Sunlight on Water.
Nope.
Nope.
Did I overthink the room? And then I only got one left. And that's from Sell, Sell, Sell. Yeah. Folk song.
Oh, man. Fuck.
Nope.
Oh.
It was really close. I think I ended up going with Forever's Tomorrow's Today instead.
All right. So for the record, you guys can still pile on some more twos, but none of us are going to win, which means we got our work cut out for us. We got four through.
What?
Just shy. Yep.
Okay.
Just shy. What do you got left, hon?
Well, from White Ladder, I don't think we mentioned Silver Lining.
No.
Got
Nope.
Silver Lining. Okay. And then I've got Kangaroo.
Really?
Do not have that one.
Real Love.
I have.
A
Wait.
New Day at
I just
Midnight.
named that one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
You said you had it too, so you just.
Oh, my bad.
It's already in there.
And then we talked about Be Mine. The Other Side is the other one I have from you.
Oh, man. Wait. Do I have that one? Shit. Where's my list? No, I didn't put that one on my final list.
All right.
That's it for
That's
me.
it for you?
Yep.
All right. And just for shits and gigs, Jenny?
New Horizons from Flesh. White Ladder title track. And Say Hello, Wave Goodbye from White Ladder. And then from Dear Life, The First Stone.
All right.
We got all but one White Ladder song.
Which is,
Interesting.
the way it should have been, right?
Which one did we not pick?
Night Blindness.
Night
Oh.
Blindness, yeah.
Huh. That was the very last one I just took off. I had 21. I
Wow.
had 21 songs. Night Blindness was the one I deceased from my discharged from.
I was really hoping that we would have gotten all of them just out in the
yeah.
conversation.
Yeah. All right. So we got 4 through. Please forgive me, Caroline Babylon, late night radio. That's a hell of a start for, first of all. That's a really great start. And then we got a good couple of twos here that we can bandy about here. All right. So in the conversation, 13 that we need to trim down.
Yikes!
13 that we need to trim down. So we basically need to cut it in half.
Because we have 4 already.
We have 4 already. Yeah. All right.
Oh, shit.
So, all right. So we've got Dead in the Water, Faster, Sooner Now, My Oh My, Be Mine, Leave Taking, Forever is Tomorrow is Today, This Year's Love, Sell, 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 What Am I Doing Wrong, Sail Away, A Clean Pair of Eyes, Real Love, and Made Up My Mind. And I hate to jump out front here of everybody, because typically I would pass the mic immediately. But the thing that's jumping out to me is we covered a lot of Dear Life. We only have one Dear Life track here. It got a 2. I feel like we should include it. Unless anybody really, disagrees. You both had Leave Taking. I was the odd man out.
That one, so
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
All right, so let's go ahead and grab that. And then I'll ask you, hon, is there one where it was a 2 and you feel like at this point we can't go any further without taking it?
I mean, I was going to throw Sail Away
Yeah.
out there. I thought for sure that was going to be a 3 for 3.
God damn it. Here's the
But
struggle
we
that I'm
have
having.
A lot from.
Yeah.
Did
Right.
we? How many from White Ladder did we?
I think we
wind
have
up?
3.
Well,
Yeah.
we've got
3 in.
We've got 2 all the way in because it's
Okay.
Please Forgive Me in Babylon. But in the conversation, we still have My Oh My, This Year's Love, and Sail Away. So I mean, you know, we've all said that record's probably the one to point somebody to.
Yeah.
So the question is, do we reflect that in our list?
This Year's Love is so good too. Yeah, I think we should.
Or do we spread it out?
I'm personally in favor of putting pause on White Ladder until we get a little bit further into the conversation.
Okay.
Right.
Get a couple more songs in and then see what we have room for. Because if we're already telling people, like, just go listen to White Ladder.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then listen to the rest
All
of
these songs
it would be
on our list.
it would be kind of weird to like throw a whole bunch from that album. So let's get him some more representation from other albums.
So is there something else that's jumping out at you, hon?
Is this our conversation?
Yeah, there are twos.
I mean, I really liked Dead in the Water.
I mean, yeah, again, I'm the odd man out there. I would have had it like it really jumped out at me. It was for sure on my first pass. I think like I was just if I can point to anything, overthinking the room. Like trying not to have all track ones. I broke up Dead in the Water and Caroline, not because I didn't want it, but just because I was like, I leaned towards Caroline, which I ended up being right. We all had it. So
it's true.
I don't mind putting my support behind Dead in the Water.
I mean, I'm just throwing this out there, but I'm a bad person for you guys. I'm one of the ones for most of those. The only one is This Year's Love that I didn't have on my list in this conversation. So, I mean, I feel like I'm not the one to make an argument or a...
Well, I'm going to you first because we can talk about this on after the fact. Is there one that's jumping out at you, Jenny, at this point?
I would really like some of his earlier stuff on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. I mean, I really like What Are You? I know you, Kristin, I know you don't like that one. But I would love something from that first album. The other one I had was Made Up My Mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good with that. I only put one song from Flesh on my list because in general the album didn't really speak to me very much. So
because I don't think we have one. We don't have one through for that album yet, right?
Nope.
Did we not? Oh yeah.
And actually, it looks like Made Up My Mind's the only one that got two. So much like what we did with before with Dear Life, I feel like we kind of have to.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We really.
Should. I was looking at the wrong list. So yeah, I would really like to have that one on there.
So let's get Made Up My Mind. Boom. We'll lock that in, and then that brings us up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, because we each did one. All right, so now we've kind of got a little everything. We've got Flesh, we've got Sell, 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 White Ladder, Dear Life, New Day at Midnight. So we've covered everything that we covered. So now, as we're going around to this next round, I feel like White Ladder can be in play, but at this point, I don't know that we want too much from it. So like if we took like one more, so let's do that. Okay. So it's My Oh My, This Year's Love, and Sail Away. Rank those, hon. Top choice, middle choice.
I think it's between This Year's Love and Sail Away, personally.
For sure.
Okay.
And I don't know how to choose between them. I mean, I know I did choose between them, and we're opposing.
Yeah.
Well,
Coin flip.
The sound is totally different. So, like, This Year's Love is piano.
That's true.
It's more of like folk. It's more about the voice and the.
Do we have that?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what are we? And like Sail Away is more. It's got more of the musicality to it, and yeah. So I don't know. What do we already have from White Ladder in general?
Please Forgive Me and Babylon.
So I think
both of those are
Love is different,
right?
Between the two.
Different in the way that we want to represent? Is that what you're saying? Or different in two different...
Like the sound is a little different.
Different in a good way? Is what I'm getting at you? Are you vouching for, or are you saying...
Yeah, if we want to put out there representation of David Gray and his sound.
Right.
That's a good one. I mean, he writes good love songs.
Yes.
So he's going to have, they're both good love songs, but if you want to put that sound out there as something a little different from the rest of the album.
Okay, so let's get This Year's Love.
I mean, I can't argue with that because, I mean, I love Sail Away, but I think the piano was the reason that one kind of won.
Makes you like go, oh, I love
yeah.
this song.
All right, so that brings us up to 8. I mean, we have room for stuff. I mean, I feel like we're officially laying down the other 2 White Ladder songs here, so we can make room for early stuff here, Jenny, if that's where you wanted to go, or
yeah. Let's see, we got Late Night Radio. You know, you guys liked What Am I Doing Wrong, right? Was I the odd one out on that?
I think so, yeah.
Let's do that one.
All right. Boom.
I liked like Sell. I mean, I'm in there for all this.
Yeah.
I liked that album.
Yeah, it was good. I forgot how much I liked that one because it kind of fell through the cracks for me. You know, and I listened back and I was like, man, this is so good.
Well, I mean, I was expecting to put more White Ladder on my list, but I think I liked all of the other stuff so much that I just cut out a lot. I managed to cut out a lot of White Ladder to make.
I think I
room
took
for
exactly half. I took 5 from White Ladder. Well,
I had 6, so
yeah, I was gonna say I did 6 from White Ladder.
well,
so
yeah.
maybe
I'm just
it's
saying,
more
like,
than-
yeah, I had to, I had to make a brutal cut. All right, so now we're looking at 9 here. I mean, everything's represented. My inclination. Look,
Another one from either Dear Life or Flesh.
well, there's nothing else from either of those, so
Oh.
nothing else made it to the 2 round. So I'm telling you, my inclination here. You guys don't have to back this, but because it was a new record to me, A New Day at Midnight was the next one that kind of grabbed me, and I'm gravitating towards Be Mine.
Yeah.
okay.
All right,
Yeah, I'm good with that.
let's do that.
Because I was literally going to say, like, I feel like of all these albums, New Day at Midnight is probably the second strongest to White Ladder.
Yeah.
I
And
think
it
I
also-
had the same amount from that album as I took from White Ladder.
I think I did too. It was either 4 or 5. So, like, again, I was very conscious of how much I was pulling through from each record. So, all right, well, then that rounds us up here to 10. Please Forgive Me, Caroline, Babylon, Late Night Radio, Dead in the Water, Leave Taking, Made Up My Mind, I Can Read, This Year's Love, What Am I Doing Wrong? Reading, and Be Mine. rounds out our 10. So I read those 10 to you, hon. Which one's the one?
I mean, Please Forgive Me for
I-
me, but
How could you say anything else but that?
Right?
I mean, I know it's like the most popular one, and it's
Yeah.
if you've heard a song from him, it's probably that one. But
Mhm.
also, it's so fucking good.
right.
And
right.
and the thing is, like, as I mentioned, I feel like the "feels like lightning running through my veins" line hit me before I met her, and then when I met her, it kind of like that line made sense.
That's what
That's
that
what
line
she
was
meant.
about.
That's supposed to be. A lot of people describe like the first time meeting somebody or seeing somebody, like a bolt of lightning
Mhm.
went through them and they just knew, or like a lot of people describe that feeling, and I love that. And it's just like, I don't know, I feel like if you've ever been in love, you understand what he's saying,
Yeah.
and it's just so good. It just hits.
Please forgive
Mhm.
me if I act a little strange, for I know not what I do.
Yeah,
And I mean, yeah,
true.
like I threw salad on my head. Maybe we'll talk about that on the after the fact.
Oh my god.
And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
We will talk about that on after the fact.
God.
Patreon.com/Oh Hi Justin. All right, it sounds like we're in agreement. Let me cue up Please Forgive Me, and I'll read these 10 off to you, and we will get on out of here. Please Forgive Me is our number 1. Caroline, Babylon, Late Night Radio, Dead in the Water, Leave Taking, Made Up My Mind, This Year's Love, What Am I Doing Wrong, and Be Mine rounds out our 10. And with that, let's let Please Forgive Me get a moment in the sun.
Please forgive me if I act a little strange.
This summer, say I do
I am marrying a stranger.
like never before.
Am I crazy?
It's a whole new Married at First Sight on Peacock
Thank God I woke up in love.
with new experts,
My name is Dr. Lisa.
My name's Paul Brunson.
more couples,
This could be the start of a very successful marriage.
and more surprises. or maybe not.
Everything is just not enough.
You're a little bit crazy.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I want my fairy tale ending.
Married at First Sight, now streaming. New episodes Thursdays, only on Peacock.
If you've ever blasted synth beats from your boombox or burned CDs for your besties, this one's for you. As people get older, much like their music tastes, their health needs change. AG1 is the simple daily health drink designed to deliver over 75 essential daily nutrients and pre- and probiotics to support energy, digestion, and mood, so you can make the most out of every decade and dance break. Learn more at drinkag1.com.
For I know not what I do.
They aren't fully formed, but I'm getting goosebumps. Just so you all know, this isn't made up. I mean, it never is. That's the one thing you can count on with Deprogrammed is you're getting Justin. No matter what way you look at it, hopefully you like me because that's what you're getting.
All Justin, all the time.
And now it's even worse because now it's 5 days of me. It's not just the Thursday episode where we talk about an artist, but now I do other stuff on all the other days. So hopefully you're subscribed. We are a podcast. And if you are subscribed, a way to help us is by leaving a comment. Is super helpful. Like on Spotify, you can leave a comment on any episode, like multiple episodes. It's not just one. But if you're going to do that, please give us a 5-star rating. Super duper helpful. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, which the majority of you are, according to my numbers, is just 5-star rating and a little review of the show. Hey, I loved your David Gray episode. These are the songs I would have picked. You guys are wrong for missing this one. I'd prefer you not come as hostile as that, but maybe you really love David Gray. And if that's the case, be as angry as you need to be. If you'd like to go that extra mile in helping us, patreon.com/ohijustin is a great way to help us. And what your dollar gets you right now, it gets you Deprogrammed before the rest of the world, gets you access to the after the fact conversation that we're about to have, which is number 339, I believe. Let me look that up real quick before I'm trying to do a better job of that. Yeah, after the fact 339, which hopefully if you're already pledged, you've already listened to it because it'll be out months before this episode. After the fact 339, you also get access to Legion of Stupid Radio, which is right now closed circuit. Hopefully by now, when you're hearing my voice, hopefully it'll be out into the public. But it's all independent bands that I've gotten from all over the world today, Jack. And I've gone on and found these bands, and I'm putting them onto the radio station. You can find your new favorite band on Legion of Stupid Radio. Be super helpful. So those are all the things. I mean, there's other perks, including, getting into some special channels on Discord. You get an automatic invite to our Discord, the Legion of Stupid Discord, with your dollar. You want to kick up to the $5, it gets you into some other special channels as well. So that's the Patreon. If you're like most people right now, money's tight, I understand. Just ask me for an invite. Come join the Discord. Come have fun with us. We're growing a tree in there. We're counting in there. We have Jackbox nights in there. I haven't been in a long ass time, but we do have it. It is happening every Tuesday night. There's all sorts of great conversations in there, and it's also a great place where if you want to talk about episodes of the show, or if you want to sign up to do an episode of the show, there's that in there. All sorts of great stuff happening in the Legion of Stupid Discord. Come join us. And then, of course, we are a podcast. The absolute best way you can help us with that, aside from subscribing, rating, commenting, is by telling somebody that you listen to. That's honestly the best thing you can do for us. Tell somebody you listen to the show, hey, I listen to Deprogrammed, and you should too. And with that, David Gray. Learn them and love them, people. We'll see you next week. Bye.